What's good in the hood, and welcome back to another episode of the Good in the Hood podcast, man. Episode 57 here with the homies, man. If you guys checked out ill-advised Wise Guys podcast, you saw me on there with the homie Uchay. Shout out to the homie QD. Two cats I really admire in this podcast, new media space that we're all in, and it's just dope to see how they construct their podcast, and I had to bring them on here to have an in-depth hip hop talk conversation. I love doing the hip hop thing, and I think these two dudes will give it probably the best with me. So I really appreciate having them on here. Shout out to QD, shout out to Uchay. How y'all feeling, bros?
I'm feeling well rested, my brother.
Well rested
on a Saturday morning. Did not hit up DC. Did not go nowhere. I went to sleep at 11:30.
Oh, she behaved herself. I feel you.
Hey, you kind of have to behave yourself these days, man. I feel pretty good too. You know, before we hit record, I showed. Listen, for y'all's sake, I got my pajamas on. I'm gonna let y'all know that. Got the coffee going. I'm feeling great, man. Hey, thanks for having us, for real.
This dude in fatherhood mode. You know what I'm saying?
I'm in fatherhood. I'm in fatherhood mode, and I ain't even a father, man.
You know what I'm saying? Newspaper ready, you know what I'm saying? For the kickback, watch some Saturday football, the coffee. I feel you. I feel the energy. That's day. I feel you. But
joints hurt right now too. Your joints hurt.
Yeah, for real, yo, my knee, hey, I woke up with both my knees aching. I'm like, fam, what? Did I play football last night? What the hell happened?
Yeah, we getting old, man. For real, I be like, man, what's going on?
No, man.
I've been going to the gym recently, like the last few months. So, like now, I'm like, man, kind of old out here, bro. It's kind of crazy.
Seriously, you sprained the ankle. I sprained the ankle paying my bills yesterday. How did that happen? But yeah.
Hey, it be like that sometimes. Yeah.
But it's a pleasure having y'all on here. Definitely want to get into a lot of hip hop talk and music talk in general. I kind of want to know, like, leaving 2020, coming in 2021, what projects from 2020 are y'all bringing with y'all still? Like, what's staying in rotation for y'all still from 2020 as of right now?
That's a great question.
Hey, Q, you want to take that one, man? You want to take that one?
This is easy.
You want to take it first?
I'll take it first. This is easy for me. Benny the Butcher, Burden of Proof. Woo! I've been bumping that joint. Every time I bump it, I find a new song that I like. And then the other one I've been bumping is Ty Dolla Sign, featuring Ty Dolla Sign. I feel like he got mad hits on there.
That was an underrated record. It kind of got pushed under the radar a little bit after a while. Yeah. That was a solid project though.
For sure.
Yeah, that's a good list. Yo, Q, I ain't gonna lie, man. Ty Dolla Sign has been my dude. You know how much I've been talking about Ty Dolla Sign for a few years. That record hasn't really stayed with me, man. Even though I do like a lot of records off of, I like about four songs off that project. But yeah, it kind of just came and went. But so for me, you guys are gonna laugh. Maybe you will. I don't know, man. I'm still playing that Tory Lanez Daystar joint. That shit is fire. I'm gonna be real with y'all. That, like, almost every song is phenomenal. I mean, what you want me to do, man?
I haven't heard it. I can't lie to you. I haven't heard it. I ain't pushed play.
It's one of those joints that you don't want to tell people that you're listening to.
Yeah, man. Like, that's the thing, man. I'm playing the joint on the sneak out. Yo, the other day I rolled past a cop and I was like, I had to turn the joint down when one of the songs from Tory from that album came. I'm like,
just in case, like,
hold on, is this a good idea? Like, so anyway, I'm still playing the Tory Lanez joints. Definitely. Q, you talked about it. Benny the Butcher joint. And you know what's crazy to me? I actually found out about the Conway album really late in the year, and I feel like I was a late bloomer. Yeah, I feel like I was a late bloomer on Conway. That shit is fire.
That's my favorite Griselda album last year. That album to me was the one. Like that, Burden of Proof, of course. Perfect Paris was also awesome, but from King to God, Like Conway ain't getting enough roses for that one. I mean, he really put a solid project together for that one, and the deluxe. The deluxe was fire too.
And I actually got one more. Even though I played Mad Records last year, but this one is a sleeper. The Kid Leroy, Fuck Love. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I'm high on the Kid Leroy, and so I know a lot of people, maybe even don't know who he is. Maybe won't give him a chance because he's white.
They know who Kid Leroy is.
Fam. They might know him. He looks like Justin Bieber.
Kendrick Lamar.
Hold on, that's the white boy that fuck with Juice WRLD.
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah,
it's hard.
But that's an interesting list. That's an interesting list. Like I feel like Conway is underrated, mainly because of his voice. I think his voice is like a little is very grungy. But if you actually like listen to the punchlines that he spits out, like he's nice. He's nice.
I ain't gonna say I don't like saying people are much better than people, but like I'm not sure what it is or why the industry did this. But I always thought Conway was like the best of Griselda. I don't know, but when Benny came out, Benny kind of stole the spotlight. When Benny, I remember when it was first Conway and Westside, and then Benny arose and was like, "Oh, this is the one." I mean, I get it, Benny nice, but I think Conway is equally, or it can go either way, and just always interesting to see how it kind of gets like Benny like really overshadowed him last year. Like Benny overshadowed.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, like that release was huge last year.
Yeah. It was, and I got one caveat, and I think this is the reason why Benny and even Westside, but Westside is like really underrated, which I kind of understand.
Westside Gun wacky.
He's wacky, like he's fucking nuts. Like he doesn't sound like he has it all together. Yeah. And it even translates to the music sometimes, right? The music kind of sounds all over the place at times. But I think
me on Twitter, man. I don't know what happened.
That's crazy, man. What the hell did you say to him, man? What'd you say? What'd you say, man?
I had a Uchay like this. He blocked you too, bro. Because I know we talked about him.
He DM'd me and asked me, "Yo, hey, did he block?" I'm like, "What? I don't." And this was right around the time we had that convo.
Yeah, like, yo, what did I say wrong? Like, I don't hate Westside. I love Westside. I just think he's kind of, he makes good music. He makes good music. I don't think he's a good rapper though, or a great rapper.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing for me. I think that Westside Gunn, to me, he makes the best albums out of anybody in Brazil. I firmly believe that. To me, Benny the Butcher.
Paper Paris is tough.
Exactly. Benny the Butcher to me just has the swagger. Like he has the best swagger. He carries himself the best on the mic, and I think that's why most people think he's the best in the group.
Like his delivery, he wants to be great. Like you can tell he wants to be great.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's funny though. Like Westside Gunn, this gangster that claims that he's chopping up drugs 9 to 5, he's shooting people, blocked you.
I'm saying I don't know what I said to him. Like, what did I say to Westside Gunn? Like what did
where's the how-to guide on how to block this man?
Why that sound like a skit? That sounds like a skit on his next project. You know, they be having skits and shit. Like, hey, man, I need to know how to block son. Where's son at? You feel me?
No, I think it's
Griselda.
One time I said he sounded the dudes from House Party. I think that might have pissed him off a little bit.
Well, there you go. That would do it. That would do it right there.
That might have did it. I gotta think about it. Like, this guy's pussy. Like that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that. But like, he's nice though. I think Westside is, as far as curating project, is incredible. And I just think like and like even with like from King of God with Conway, like I think Conway is underrated to me because he offers something that at least I haven't seen from Benny yet. Like Conway kind of uses that West Side style where he'll start singing. Like on that record with Freddie Gibbs on From a King to a God, Seen Everything But Jesus. Like he starts singing on them. Like, oh, Conway he can make music. It's dope. So it's definitely, I definitely love Griselda. I want to see what they got coming next for sure. But for me, I don't know what's going on. I've been listening to a lot of Larry June, a lot of Bodie James recently. So that's everything. It's pretty much in rotation right now. It's a lot of Larry June, a lot of Bodie James. Shout out to them gentlemen. And of course, Pivot Gang and a lot of dope music out there for sure.
Those are your guys, right? Those are your guys. You was telling me last time, Saba and dudes that were, you know, in that pivot gang. They from around where you from, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. West Side Chicago. Yep. Dope group. Definitely want to see them take that next step as I look at just the landscape of hip hop for sure. I think Chicago needs, because Chicago kind of has this weird rap to me, like where it's mostly like when you think Chicago music, you think it's just drill. And my upbringing, like Chicago for me has always been on the conscious side. Like I grew up Common, Lupe, Kanye. You know what I'm saying? And even Twisted to a certain extent. And then like the drill just took over. But while the drill was happening, we still had, like I said, the pivot gangs, the No Names, the Mick Jenkins, and they don't get the shine that I think they should get, I'm saying, from the masses. I'm saying.
Yo, Chicago is such an interesting town, man, from a hip hop standpoint.
It's
man.
definitely
like it's so many different opposite perspectives, you know what I'm saying? Like musically. And maybe that has to do with like the diversity in the people. I've never been to Chicago. I know Q, you've been, but I talked to like a couple people from Chicago, and like you said, man, there's like the very hood side. There's like there's a lot of different sides, and I think it comes out in the music, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to pick. Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say I
don't want to pivot the combo, but I at some point I do want to get your thoughts on Chance the Rapper, but I'm gonna let that one sit. And then, but Q, go ahead.
I was just going to say, like, just to add on to your point, how versatile Chicago is. Chicago has a beach. Chicago got like a downtown area that looks like New York City.
Yeah.
Chicago got hood. Chicago got everything. It's like a all around city. Definitely one of the cities, for real.
Chicago got great beaches. We got a lot of stuff. Chicago just is, like you said, kind of like New York. Because if you think of New York City is just different because they have like these boroughs. So you don't really think of like Brooklyn as New York City, but it is. Like Chicago kind of descent with the west side and the south side are so far apart. It's like when you go to like when what's our man's name? King Vaughn's the 63rd shit, that is a nice ass drive for me. I'm not driving over there. That is way too far. I wouldn't do that. Like, and to risk getting shot, definitely not driving over there for that.
Yeah, I was gonna say beyond the distance, like the danger sounds like another good reason to not show up there. Yeah.
Man, like
it's funny because like if you tell people from around here, like, yo, you should check out Chicago, they're like, I ain't going down there.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's
like you think as soon as you land on the airport, like you're gonna see like 100 little Dirks or something like. The only way you like in immediate danger in Chicago if you own immediate bullshit. Like it's hella. It's definitely hella spots even on the west side and south side you can go to and be perfectly safe. You know, the south side is Hyde Park where Chance the Rapper's from, where you go. You know what I'm saying you'll see this suburban kind of. Barack Obama lives in Hyde Park. You know what I'm saying, like, or lived there. So like. So it's not like necessarily like it's not always horrible. Like there's nice ass areas for sure, gentrified ass areas for sure. But definitely want to get into because of course Uchay had to mention Kid Leroy. So I want to like switch because this is the big combo I had with him last time I talked with him, right? And that was his guy Russ. So now you got Kid Leroy, and then I see you guys' amazing combo on Eminem. And I kind of want to jump into that immediately because you guys had a great time. I remember you guys got to steer the ship here because you guys had a great topic about Eminem on your last episode. I believe it was your last episode, maybe 2 episodes ago. I'm not sure, but that was it was hilarious. You clipped it out perfectly on IG too as well. And yeah, man, I want to get you guys' perspective. Let's paint the picture and we can get started from there.
All right. Yeah. So I guess. Without bringing up Kid Leroy or Russ, I guess for Eminem, right? Let's talk about Eminem for a little bit because that's what the hot topic was. I'm trying to not like go too crazy, too far left with this with my perspective here, but I'm gonna be real with you. I think Eminem is highly revered, I think, for many reasons. It's obvious Eminem's lyrical ability. And when I mean lyrical, I mean his ability to put words together in ways that are just like unthinkable. Like he does that, you know, and we're not about to sit here and act like he doesn't have that skill set. So because of that, I think that's the reason why Eminem is highly regarded. And I think that's why people revere him. My beef with Eminem has always been focused on the fact that, number one, he hasn't been battle tested in hip hop. It's super emotional. He never goes after people who can really rap. And I just find it crazy that, you know, it's like people saw the movie 8 Mile and thought that was like real life. And I get it. Eminem really came from battle rap.
Yeah.
Eminem really came from battle rap, so I'm not gonna take that away. But it's more so like in real life, not in 8 Mile, people are like, oh nah, Eminem, hey, go, you got the floor. Go ahead, you good. But it's like, it's weird to me how Eminem will go after people like Cannabis, who by the way, Cannabis could really rap back in the day.
Yeah, Cannabis was nasty.
Yeah, he was dope. But then more than anything, he goes after people that are easy targets. You know what I mean? Like, why is he picking on Mariah Carey? Why is he picking on Britney Spears? Why is he picking on Nick Cannon? Why is he picking on Benzino? Why is he picking on people who cannot rap? Or either they're not rappers, or if they do rap, they're not even considered lyricists. So it's an easy target. I feel like Eminem is a bully.
MGK.
I just feel like Eminem is a bully in that regard, but that's a separate subject. Overall, I think the convo that we had was about his beef with Snoop Dogg, and overall, he was just super emotional, man.
That was wild.
Snoop Dogg said he was not in his top 10, and fam, like if he's not in your top 10, is that something that Eminem should be mad about? I don't think so. I don't think Eminem ain't in my top 10.
He number 18 for me. He could be lower, really. I looked at it yesterday. I was like, he really could be lower than 18.
Bro, Eminem is not even in my top. Eminem ain't in my top 20.
Like Eminem for me, Eminem, I give Eminem the respect to put him in my top 20 solely because I remember the era of, I'm saying, like listening to Slim Shady LP for the first time and hearing like shit like Just Don't Give a Fuck or Still Don't Give a Fuck and the real Slim Shady and the Marshall Mathers LP and like Criminal and Kim and Eminem Show Till I Collapse and all these big records he had in that era. But then I paused and realized that stopped at 03. That's 17 years ago. You know what I'm saying? I remember having these same conversations like in college in 08, 09, like, yo, Eminem ain't been rapping well for the last like 5 or 6 years. And that has just gone on forever for me now. I'm like, yo, I don't get it. He just yells. He just raps fast and loud. And I think a lot of the stuff I think a lot of the stuff we accredit him for and praise him for is stuff that's way in the past. Like even with the battle raps. Like when he was a battle rapper, I hear all the time how ill he was. I remember I think in high school I heard the freestyle tape of him back in the day. He had like a freestyle mixtape. Nasty. Like Eminem was incredible lyrically, like skill-wise, his ability to put words together, like you said, his rhyme schemes, incredible. But towards like when he came back from that like relapse period, that relapse recovery, that little area of his career, that shit was like, what am I listening to? But he would make that kind of music, but then still try to keep that same energy. Like I'm Eminem, I'm the rap god. I'm like, fam, this is not the rap god. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't be calling yourself rap god.
If you really, really take the time to think about it, like Eminem's prime was like what, 2000,
2003, that little guy.
It was like, yeah, like he was at his best. Remember, because where Eminem really got that respect was when he went on Renegade with Jay-Z.
Yep, it's 01. Yep,
he mollywopped Jay-Z. Jay-Z number one on my list.
I'm not going.
Bro, he got Jay-Z. He got
Jay-Z.
Come on, man. He got Jay-Z. It's okay. It's okay.
No, listen. He
all right.
He had a better. Listen. He had a better performance on the song. I'm not questioning that. But I'm gonna go with mollywop. He ain't ever mollywop.
That was Q's word. I ain't say all that. I said he got Jay-Z. He got him.
He beat Jay-Z.
Got him.
He got him,
man.
But to Jay-Z's defense, that song was also like 2 years old, and Royce the 5'9" was on it before Jay-Z was on it.
Oh, really?
So yeah, so like that right there is like that's an Eminem song that he gave Jay-Z basically. I'm like, so for that reason alone, I'm like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? That just Jay-Z did that song because at that point everyone wanted a Jay-Z Eminem song.
Yeah.
Juice.
I think it was more so Jay-Z ain't really like Jay-Z ain't really step up to the challenge on there. Like, I don't think
Well, he had some bars. He had some bars. I feel
He did.
it wasn't like Eminem. Eminem definitely, that was Eminem's song.
Eminem hit hard, but like, if you think about it, that's when he really got the respect.
That should have been on Eminem's album.
It should have been on Eminem's album.
Yeah, for sure.
That whole like ghostly feel to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, kind of like demonic.
Renegade, you been afraid, you pop culture. Yeah, Hov went crazy in there a little bit. He had a little pocket.
Oh, snap. He snapped.
But it's funny. I feel like since Eminem left his prime, he's been trying to prove that.
Yes, that's the problem.
You know what I'm saying? Like on every record, it's like, yo, I was on drugs. On every record, it's talking about, critics don't like me. Like, I'm still that. Like, we don't care. Like his music stopped being relatable. His music stopped being relatable to only him, or to
like for me. And for me, like I was saying, like Eminem was overrated before. I don't want to say before it was cool to say he's overrated, because now it's like it's a global fact, I guess, that he's overrated now. But I remember when I was saying he was overrated, I did my best to stay objective though. I tried. So this album that dropped last year, Musically Murdered By. So I'm gonna listen to this album for real and give it real honest listen. And like it wasn't a bad album, but it's like, what am I listening to this? Like, what am I putting on the darkness when he's talking about like a mass shooter outside of a Vegas window? What am I listening to this? Like, when am I putting this on?
I think music like that. Nobody in the industry is making, so it's unique. So you got to kind of look at it from a creative standpoint. But
that uniqueness, I feel like when you have a niche that's that unique, that once you do that in 2000, you can't do that same niche for now 20 years.
I agree.
You can't do that for 20 years.
I agree.
Well, tell that to all the people who love Eminem. They feel like he can do that for 20 years. You know what I mean? Like, and you said something earlier, Jules. You said it's a global fact that it's cool to say Eminem is overrated. I wouldn't even go that far. I feel like it's not universally acceptable to say Eminem is overrated. There's so many people who think that statement is crazy. Like the fact that you would even come at Eminem is mind-boggling to people who believe Eminem is in their top 5. I
don't want us to get blocked by Royce the 5'9", but we can continue. Go ahead.
No.
Man, Royce,
he might let that one rock. He might let it rock.
I'd be like I get kind of offended in a little bit. That's something also I hear about the Eminem thing. Like Eminem would do something wild, or somebody said something wild about Eminem, and here go his security guards, Royce the 5'9", 50 Cent, Crooked Eye. I'm like, yo, why does this nigga need a defense team, bro? Like, why is what is going on? I get
but that's the reason why. But that's how they view him, right? They view him as a rap god. So they go. It's no different than when people go at Jay-Z, right?
No, it is different.
You got Jay-Z supporters that be like, man, get the fuck out. Are you crazy? Like Jay-Z don't need to defend himself.
Much difference.
And by the way, I'm not saying Jay-Z is Eminem. Don't get that. I'm just saying, like, when people prop you up to a degree, there's supporters that come to basically defend you. But I got something to say though, because Q and I, we was talking about this too, man. I personally feel like we gotta have a real conversation and redefine our top rappers list, the criteria that is involved in why people say Eminem is even in the top 5. Because the fact that there are so many different opinions of people's top 5 lets you know the criteria is different. So is it people's ability to just simply rap? Or is it their ability to make rap music? So is it a combination of both? Because if we talking about Eminem's albums,
right?
Yes, he has his first album, right? Marshall Mathers LP, great album. I'll even throw in
that's the second joint.
Second.
That was the second one.
Slim Shady LP first.
Boom, there you go. Sorry, Slim Shady LP was dope. Marshall Mathers LP was dope. The Eminem Show, it was entertaining. It was dope. His first 3, I think he started off amazing.
That's it. Yeah.
Where Eminem kind of went off course.
It gets real rocky.
It got a little shaky. Relapse, right? Relapse people was like,
you skipped over his worst album just now. You skipped over the worst one.
Did I really?
Encore might have been the worst shit I've ever listened to in my life.
Your Encore was bad. Encore was bad.
We used to ass like that joy with the little puppet dude. Like, come on, man.
Yeah,
gotta relax.
He was wilding at that point. Eminem was going crazy at that point. But so yeah, you're right. I skipped over that. That was an accident. We got relapse.
I knew I was done with Eminem when I was like 13, watching this dude in the Batman costume with Dr. Dre and the Robin. Like, what am I looking at? What's going on right now?
But you see, that's another point we made, right? We said Eminem is cheesy. Like, I mean,
super cheesy
in a good way. Like, I think he does it purposely. Like, he purposely tries to be
makes
cheesy.
fun of himself. Yeah,
and corny. Like his. I feel like his punchlines these days are as corny as they ever been. Like, it's corny, but on purpose.
Man, did you hear him on They did some Joe Budden podcast, but on I don't know if you heard Boogie, Westside Boogie from LA. He had this song with Eminem on his last project called Skydive 2. And I don't want to quote it entirely wrong, but Eminem said something to the effect of, I got an idea like a clerk when you try to buy beer.
That's actually kind of dope, though. That's actually
no, man. No.
I'm not gonna lie. That's actually
I'm not gonna lie. That one's kind of decent. That's kind of decent.
No,
I gotta hear it over the beat, but that one sounds kind of decent.
Let me pull up the bar before it. So the bar before it is the one. Let me get the bar before it, man. But Eminem has he's always had those kind of tongue-in-cheek kind of bars, but as you get older and as Eminem makes these serious records, the humor kind of doesn't connect. So it kind of just falls flat.
Yeah, man. I mean, if you think about one of his most famous lines. Oh, Mom spaghetti. What did he say again? He said trauma in his stomach.
Vomit on his sweater already. Mom spaghetti.
People running with it like it's the best line ever. And I'm like, oh damn, he threw up Mom spaghetti. Man. As I got older, I'm like, yo, wait, hold on. Hold on.
I feel you, man. I feel you.
Okay.
Hey, Juice, you really looking up the line? What you doing right now?
I'm trying to find this line. I'm trying to find this line because it's crazy.
What's your corny Eminem line? What's the corny Eminem line you remember?
I'll be real with you. I don't remember Eminem bars because them shits is not important to me. I'm being honest with you.
My favorite way to make fun of Eminem,
I don't remember Eminem bars at all.
My favorite way to make fun of Eminem is always and plus, don't get me wrong, it was a great song when I was a shorty. But whenever I listen to it, I'll hear Clean Out My Closet. I'm like, this shit really played on the radio. This shit really got played on the radio. I'm sorry, mama. I never meant to hurt you. Yeah. But tonight, I'm cleaning up my closet. Get the fuck out of my face.
You know what's? I want to bring this back though to something Snoop Dogg said. Because listen, even though Eminem had a problem with Snoop Dogg, right? And we could argue why they had an issue.
How do you diss Snoop?
Snoop Dogg was saying some real shit. He said, "Look, he's not in my top 10 because I can't relate to anything Eminem is talking about." Is that wrong? Like, is he wrong for saying something like that? I think more people need to actually say that when they talking about their top people. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. I can't relate the one to kill my wife. I can't relate the one to kill my mom. Like, what you want me to do?
I found the bar. All right. I found the bar. Like a shepherd having sex with his sheep. Fuck what you heard.
Hey, that's a bar.
That's stupid.
Nah, that's a bar.
It's clever. It's clever. It's
clever as fuck. It's clever as fuck.
But it's
what are you doing?
Yeah, I
what are you doing?
I invest with that bar.
It's outlandish, but it's kind of clever though. I ain't gonna front.
But why are you doing this? So like when he did the shit, the freestyle, lyrical miracle, having sex in the swimming pool. Like, what is going on, bro?
Yeah.
Say words that mean something. You know, it's like he's rhyming shit and just saying shit.
I got too many napkins. Backins and flapkins and rapkins. Yo, I thought that was the most hilarious meme because it's like we all know that's a joke, but like, come on, yo, like sometimes in that sounded like that.
That's what you do. And I kind of want to just kind of pivot off of Eminem real quick, kind of. just talk about the maturation of artists. Now, you mentioned Jay-Z a few times and seen how he's matured and elevated his legacy in hip hop. Eminem's is kind of, I don't want to say deteriorated, but like, his reputation definitely has kind of fallen to the wayside a little bit. I also look at a person like Lil Wayne, who I remember through at least like junior high school to like my sophomore year at college, dominated hip hop. And to see what he's kind of found himself at now, where he's selling his masters, he's he's not the same rapper at all. He still can muster up a great song here or there, a great verse here or there, but for the most part, we ain't getting caught a 2 Wayne ever again in our life. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of want to like get you guys' thoughts on that. Like when you see Eminem, you see Lil Wayne, like you see these guys who were once the face of hip hop. They ran the culture at least at one point in time. To see the way they are now, how do you compare, and what are your thoughts on it in general?
Let me start off.
Go for it, man.
So
that's a loaded question, but go ahead.
There's 2 things about hip hop and rap in particular that people gotta like remember. Number one, rappers are like running backs in the NFL. Their span of how long they're in their prime is very short. You know what I'm saying? Like Todd Gurley is close to his way out of the league. He just was popping like 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
Rappers, don't look at Drake. Drake is one of the few people that his prime has lasted from like 2008 to 12 years. He's an anomaly, but like for most average rappers, their prime is like 4 or 5 years. And so that's number one. Number two, what people got to realize is the youth actually moves hip hop forward.
Yeah.
So it's like the youth are the ones that let people know like what's popping and what's not. Like that, I think a lot of times like older rappers think that they can still move the needle. They think that, my music is what's popping. But when really it's the youth that should be telling you whether or not you move the needle. So like in terms of like the maturation of some of these rappers, I think Jay-Z did it very smart. Like Jay-Z went from a dude that's like, I'm hustling, I'm a drug dealer, to somebody that's now like teaching you how to like save money, invest, pretty much showing you he's a grown man, because now his music is not just enjoyable. It's like TED Talks. Right. So like anybody can listen to it, even if you ain't trying to really listen to music. And then I also think, somebody like an Eminem is unique also in a way, because he's always been a like cinematic type rapper where he's trying to give you like movies. So those things are like everlasting. Those can last however long. But some people like Lil Wayne, I think T.I. still trying to prove like they can make the music that the youth would like today. If you have that mentality, in my opinion, like the music won't resonate as much. But that's just my opinion.
That's a great point, because you brought up T.I., and I like T.I.'s last album, Libra. But when you said that, I literally just sat back and thought, like, I don't listen to that album at all. I'm thinking about why. It's mostly because a lot of that album is very new, like it's very new sounding. And honestly, T.I. could be left off that album and probably sound exactly the same damn there. Because it's just that sound of today, basically.
Yeah, I got that's a good point, Q. That's actually a really good point. But I think I got a couple things to say about this, because I feel like we forget that, number one, Lil Wayne is not even 40 years old.
Not even.
Right? Like, he's not. Like, fam. Lil Wayne is like 38 or 39. And the fact that he has had the run that he had then lets you know how dominant he was as a youngin', right? And so I get every point that you made, Q. I get every point that you made, Juice. But it's like, I think where Lil Wayne deteriorated and where he kind of went off track was from a business standpoint. Because, and I'm not going to get in his business or anything, but you kind of started it out. You were like, it's sad that he's selling a part of Drake and Nicki Minaj's masses. I mean, it's amazing that he owns part of it with Young Money to be able to even sell it in the first place. But like, to watch him still try to be an active rapper, I think that's where Lil Wayne got it messed up. Like, why is it that like a guy as legendary as Wayne has to be an active rapper for this long, right? Like, he should have gracefully, not necessarily bowed out, but like got out the way, been in another type of role where he can kind of pass the baton, and we can admire Wayne for his legacy from afar, like we do with Jay-Z. Jay-Z comes back and raps whatever the hell he wants. Nas drop a project every 10 years, probably 5 years at this point. Like, these dudes are doing business. They don't need to rap.
Right.
Wayne is like trying to still be a youngin', and I think that's why we left to laugh at Wayne when he don't sound like he used to sound. How long can you rap at a high level? At one point, there's going to be a decline. You know what I'm saying?
And this is why before
high level.
And this is why before we started recording, I was like, I kind of feel bad or sad for Lil Wayne and Eminem, because I look at them and they core, their passion is making music. And when you become a rapper with that kind of popularity, when you become like a mainstream hit making kind of rapper, I feel like it's almost impossible to continue rapping past your prime. Like it just for the public's sake, like it makes it impossible. But like for Nas, right? Nas is a great example. Not comparing Nas to Jay-Z, right? Nas can make a bad album next year, and it won't really affect Nas for real. Like Nasir kind of just it was bad, whatever. Here's King's Disease. You know what I'm saying? King's Disease is a great album. It's still to this day, right? But if Hov comes out with a Nasir, what the fuck is Hov? Just stop rapping. Why are you still rapping? Like that's the exact reaction I have. And no not to Nas, because Nas is in my top 5. Nas is, I'm saying, a legend, but Nas isn't hit based. And when you are a hit based rapper, like, I feel like you find yourself in this weird angle of trying to make a hit, and that always sounds bad when you out your prime trying to make a hit. It just never works. Trying to make a hit past your prime is never going to sound organic because you out your prime. So like even when Eminem made hits back in the early 2000s dissing pop acts. In the late 2000s, he's out here making hit records with pop acts. Like, why you got a song with Rihanna and Pink when you just dissing Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera last decade? Like, pick a lane, bro. Like, it's that effect.
I think, I mean, it becomes gimmicks. Like, it becomes gimmicky. Yeah. You start to use certain gimmicks to kind of sell. But it's like, the funny thing,
like Disney Snoop was a gimmick. Like that's a gimmick.
That was a gimmick. It was like,
come on, what are you doing?
Absolutely.
What was the point of that? Like
it was.
I was gonna say like, the thing like about that situation.
To say you mad at Snoop for not calling you for that comment, and then to diss him for calling him might be the most hypocritical shit I've heard in my life.
yeah, for real.
Like what?
The thing about it is like the thing is, in my opinion, Jay-Z has become a better businessman than he is a rapper. Kanye West has become a better fashion designer or just social media, or not social media, but socialite than he is a rapper. Like he
can't do it. I can't do it.
Jay-Z's a billionaire, brother. He's a billionaire. He's a billionaire.
I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that. Here, but I feel you. But here's why I gotta push back, because number one, let's not forget that Ye and Jay-Z, for that matter, are who they are because of how they made people feel with their music, right? So like, I think music is more powerful than being a multi-millionaire. I get it, he's a billionaire. Because these dudes are already going to be making money. These dudes are already in $100 million lane, whatever.
I feel like
business. Go ahead.
What I said has become. Like Jay-Z at his prime was one of the best rappers of all time, if not the best rapper of all time at his prime. But these days, he's a better businessman.
But I also think with Jay-Z and especially with Jay-Z is so much of a ghost. But he's a billionaire because of his influence. So the only way for him to give off the influence and some effect is him getting on a track here or there. He gets on a Meek Mill, What's Free, to shake up the world. Oh, Jay-Z's still nice. Let me go buy some Duce. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a marketing tool.
I disagree. That's kind of where I'm going. That's kind of where I'm going. Like we can't act like the fact that they are who they are financially at this point, business wise, is not a direct product of who the fuck they are.
Well, let me ask you something.
And where they stand in the legacy of artists.
Hey, if that's the case, why isn't Nelly a billionaire? Nelly.
No, but listen.
You should be having apple bottoms on right now, right?
I'm gonna give you an example, right? Kanye West is a billionaire, but if Kanye West decided tomorrow to say, "I'm not making music ever again," I'm sure his business partners at Adidas and whatever else would be like, "Why?" Like, because that is free advertisement for his brands. Like him making music is just another ad, damn near. At this point.
I agree with you. It's another ad, but like right now, what's making him money is who he is. Like,
okay, so with this conversation, I have a question there. So, what do you guys think about? Because music, because I was having a convo with my homie the other day. Actually, I was kind of comparing Eminem to an artist like Eminem who kind of have a downfall and just continue to stay in the spotlight and just get, I'm saying, tarnished on, and compare them to like a person like Andre 3000 who kind of just said, fuck the industry, I'm out of here. Like Andre 3000 just said, this industry shit ain't for me, I'm gone. I'm gonna continue I'm sure Andre makes music all the time. He carries a flute around, for God's sake. So I'm sure he makes music around all the time. I kind of want to get your guys' thoughts on what do you think about the fact that hip hop specifically, because I don't see this in rock, I don't see this in pop culture. I guess I see it in pop, but pop at this point is hip hop. Like it's so much business oriented. Like everything is business. Like even with look at Rihanna. Rihanna never make music again probably. Travis Scott probably on the brink of never making music again. Like these artists have so much money now from other sources. To Q's point, like what will motivate you to continue making music when you have hundreds of millions of dollars thrown at you left and right from the biggest corporations in the world?
Honestly, I think it's how you got into the music industry.
Yeah.
That is the most important thing, is how you got there. If you hustled and you struggled your way on there, you was selling mixtapes, you was trying to go on any show. I think that you have a love for hip hop or music in general that is gonna be hard to go away. But like people think about Rihanna. When Rihanna first came out, Rihanna was like an industry singer. Like they was telling her to dress this way.
Honda Replay. Hey, Mr. DJ.
Exactly. What was that? Like she probably got into the industry kind of being treated like a way that she didn't really care to be treated. So now she's on her rebellious side. She's like,
100%. No, but what's crazy is I actually love it, man. I love seeing artists, specifically people who come from hip hop, making money in so many different ways. Because I think it's about time that the leverage gets acknowledged monetarily. You know what I'm saying? It's not a problem. If I'm a new artist, right? Yeah, I might not have the leverage to go out here and be a billionaire or even a multi-millionaire right out the gate. But the fact that the avenues are set, the precedences are set to where I can look at a Rihanna or I can look at a Travis Scott and be like, yo, if my influence is big enough, I can partner with these brands and just sell and make money off my likeness, or go ahead and make a clothing line and become a big brand and make money off that. They're showing you how to make money in different ways. I think it's a good thing. I really think it's a good thing.
And that's the balancing act that I kind of struggle with, because as a music fan, I want to hear the best music I can hear, of course. But at the same time, as a person who's pursuing entrepreneurship, I want to see everybody get paid. I want to see everybody get theirs, So I'm not mad when I see, of course, as hip hop grows bigger, we're seeing more and more acts who are just here for the money. They just make bullshit. Try to get a TikTok run, get the bag, and dip. And that's cool for everyone. I'm saying get your money. I'm saying, but at the same time, as a music artist, I hate the fact that I probably only have 2 more J. Cole albums left in my life. I only have 2 more Kendrick Lamar albums left in my life. Probably have no more Rihanna albums left ever again. As a music fan, it kind of sucks.
I feel you. I do want to say something. I want to say something real quick. real quick, Q.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna say something real quick. The biggest hustle by a musician got to be Bad Bunny. He's over here selling Big Macs. The only difference between a Bad Bunny Big Mac and a regular Big Mac is his don't got pickles.
Yo, you talking about J Balvin? You talking about J Balvin? That's J Balvin.
J Balvin. Not J.
Wait. What's he doing? He's selling Big Macs with no pickles. What?
Yes, J Balvin Big Mac. That's just a regular Big Mac without pickles.
Oh, word! He's one of the Travis Scott deals.
Yeah,
bro, that's hilarious.
Yeah, that's a hustle.
Bro, that shit is.
That's a hustle for real.
That's
a hustle.
Yo, that shit is. That's some real shit. Cause like I swear, I never thought I would be caught up in that shit. But I was like, yo, Travis Scott with McDonald's. I'm like, yo, let's see what this shit is about. Like, he really got, yo, but see, that's the power. Yo, that's the power of like a brand of music and how they make you feel musically. You're like, yo, anything they're associated with, I need to be a part of that, right? Like, I think it's dope. But yeah, man, hey, Bad Bunny got other gimmicks, but that's not one of them. Q. That's actually J Balvin.
Travis Scott caught a bag from PlayStation, Twitch, Jordan, McDonald's.
God.
His baby mama's a billionaire. He's not rapping again, y'all. It's over with.
No. He's gonna rap. He's gonna rap.
Pick up the phone. He's putting the phone down. Saying like he putting the phone down, bro.
Yo, I do want to say something because like
Rodeo is closed.
Rodeo is definitely closed. Astro World is out of order. But yeah, you're right though. Selfishly, as a music fan, we have who we want new music from, right? To me, if Trinidad James never makes new music again, I'm not losing sleep. Trust me.
At all.
That's just me, right?
Lil Yachty, not losing sleep.
I'm not losing sleep, but you're right. J. Cole, if J. Cole don't drop new music, damn, I'm gonna be like, fuck. Well, guess I gotta go listen to all your old shit. But we also gotta keep
I have January 28th circled right now.
Oh, I love that shit.
I'm talking about the date. If I'm expecting music. I'm expecting music.
I thought you were talking about the song, January 28th.
Song too.
Which I love that shit.
The date is circled for 2021. January 28th. I'm looking at that date. I think something's happening.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens, man.
Knock on wood.
But I just think you're right, man. Selfishly, we have who we want new music from. But we gotta keep in mind, J. Cole, man. Like J. Cole, after his first album, has been very adamant that he is going the non-traditional route, right? We watched him drop Sideline Story, talk about all the typical shit that all the rappers talk about. I got money, I want bitches, I got my
Mr.
watch,
Nice Watch.
I got right, Mr. Nice Watch, right? All this shit. And then he came out after the album, he was like, yo, that shit didn't make me happy. I'm about to switch it all up. And then he drops the album, Born Center. I Let Nas Down. Like we watched J. Cole's maturation and how like he's no longer doing shit for us, the fans. He's doing shit for him. I respect that. I'm not even gonna lie. I me as a fan gotta respect that shit, especially when he's giving us classics already.
No, I absolutely respect that. That's what I respect the most. If you just stay authentic to you, like the bag on. That's how I really feel. Like, even with Hove, like I don't feel like Hove ever made a move, at least to me, where it was like I'm just making this move to get the bag. Like, even though Hove was a very money-oriented person, I don't feel like he ever sold out. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I always admired about Hove.
Never sold out. Jay never sold out. Yeah, like
you gotta respect that, man. You gotta respect that.
Nowadays, when the song comes out, like you don't know why that song came out. Like sometimes I'm like, yo, like Travis Scott about to come out with a song. Oh, a movie must be coming out, or like, he must be selling some merch or something. You know what I mean? Like a beautiful thing happened the other day that went under a lot of other people's radar is that Lil Baby dropped two songs, two random ass songs. They asked him, he said, yo, I just dropped it. I just felt like dropping music. Like, people don't do that. I was like, yo, nah. I was like, nah, you ain't just feel like just dropping it. Like, you trying to sell some you trying to sell some guns or something. Like, you there has to be something attached to it. He just said,
hey, Q, I'm glad you brought up Lil Baby because I actually was gonna pivot to Lil Baby with my next point because I was gonna say, if you follow Lil Baby's career from day one, right?
Yes,
it's been one of the craziest stories One of the most unbelievable trajectories from a dude who was not a rapper, period.
At all.
Right? Had no intention to rap. And then his man from QC was like, yo, fam, like, you got the rapper swag. How about you just go in the booth and rap? And he was like, all right. And he happened to put out the shit he's putting out now. Fam, that's got to be one of the most unbelievable conspiracy theories in rap history is the trajectory and the ascension of Lil Baby. I'm telling you, if you know his story, that shit is unbelievable.
My first time seeing Lil Baby was right after the Migos Joe Budden thing. I watched the interview with QC and Coach K, P and Coach K on Breakfast Club, and they brought Lil Baby on there with him. And Lil Baby couldn't even speak. Like, he wasn't even talking. Like, he just was mumbling, couldn't talk on the microphone, talk about he finna rap. And Charlamagne was damn near clowning this dude. And I was like, oh, I guess QC finally finna miss. And of course, the name at that time, the name Lil Baby was like just a weird name. The baby wasn't out yet. What kind of name is that? And then now to see him probably as the biggest rapper other than Drake in the world is amazing, bro.
It's one of the most confusing stories I think hip-hop has had. I'm telling you right now.
Let's be real. I'll tell
you. Migos is gone now. Like, what the fuck Migos at?
I know, right? First time I heard Lil Baby was my dogs. That's my dog for sure.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, who is this random ass dude, Lil Baby, rapping with Moneybagg Yo, Kodak Black, and Quavo?
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, I didn't see no like flashes of greatness at all with Lil Baby. I was like, yo, he's just a little filler. Like, you know, he's just a little dude that gets the song started, and then you hand it over to the heavy hitters. Absolutely. You look back at it now, he's bigger than all of them.
Yeah, look at the bigger picture last year. Like that song, I was like, oh, he could rap. He could rap. I didn't know he could rap. I heard my turn is fire. But when I heard that bigger picture record, when he was able to speak on the social issues, I'm like, yo, this is a different. He just put on a different level now. He just elevated himself. Real quick, I want to ask you guys a question.
Hip hop.
Yeah, for real. Real quick, I want to ask you guys a question because I brought up Charlamagne a little bit earlier, and I think you guys also discussed the Charlamagne saying the Drake era is over, and we were talking about the list. Did y'all talk about that? Did y'all mention that?
Not directly, but Q. I know Q. You've been talking about that for like a few months now. Like even actually going back early last year, Q. You've been talking about like Drake is done. So yeah.
Hold on. You believe that, Q?
That's that on the show.
You believe this? Hold on. I want to give you a point. I just want to know. Do you?
Hold on.
Hold your point. I know you want to aim off, but do you believe the Drake quote unquote era, like of him like being the number one guy and everything he touches is gold? You think that's over?
100%.
Okay. Before we get into your reasoning, I want to just break something down real quick. So Drake, one, mind you, I'm a person who. I liked Drake before Drake was Young Money. He signed Young Money. I wasn't feeling it. I hated Best I've Had. I hated Successful. I hated that little era. But in retrospect, I appreciate So Far Gone now. I still hate Take Care. I still hate Thank Me Later. But everything else.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You hate Take Care? I've never heard anybody say that in my life.
Because Take Care.
This is the first time I've ever heard that.
Take Care to me might be the most overrated rap album of the last 20 years. Like, it's amazing how overrated the album is. I don't understand.
What?
The only thing about Take Care that makes it so elevated is the fact that The Weeknd was found in that moment. That album is not that great. Nothing was the same. Scorpion, Views, all of them is better than that album. More Life is better than Take Care to me.
What? More Life? What? Okay, all right. Yo, I'm about to. Hey, you just triggered me, man. You got to knock it off. That is ridiculous.
Free Smoke.
That is unbelievable.
Just saying, Lose You. Like, it's a bunch. More Life got some joints. Glow.
What? Hold on.
But before y'all attack me, right? I'm one of those guys who you talked about top 20s earlier, Uchay, and I have a top 50. I wrote my top 50 out. My homie Smoother got a top 50. And in retro, I sit and think about it all the time. Like, what would make Drake hit my top 5, right? And I'm not sure what it would be, but when I sit and think about Drake's legacy and career, he's still the guy. Like he's like, and like, and I know it don't seem that way, but if you erase 2020, it being a pandemic, I think that blurred people's vision. But Drake dropped Tootsie Slide last year. That shit blew up. He dropped Laugh Now, Cry Later, and probably made Lil Durk way bigger than Lil Durk ever could have been now. Like, this is the guy who also still kind of put on Lil Baby. Like, when he got a Lil Baby record, it elevated Lil Baby.
Yes, indeed.
He got on Versus on Versace for Migos. He kind of made Migos. Like, he's been this guy for like the last 12 years. And I don't see him slowing down. I think when this shit Certified Lover Boy drop, it's gonna shake the coach up again. And I don't know when I put him up there. Right now, I got him at number 10 on my list behind Cole and Kendrick, but he probably should be above them.
I'm gonna be real with you because you said a lot in that. But
yeah, I said a lot.
What I will start with
some blasphemous stuff.
You said a lot of craziness. I'm just gonna put that out there. But what I will start and say is, I firmly believe that if Drake was never caught cheating with the reference tracks and all that debacle that happened around that Meek Mill beef and all of that stuff, Drake would be the
astronomical,
most affamed, the most beloved, the most everything. Throw every name throw every adjective you want to throw on the top of what I'm trying to say in rap, and it's no debate to me. Like, I don't even think it's debatable. But I think the what happened to Drake and that whole ghostwriting thing, it really shook people up, especially the purists in rap, like the people who really come from rap
and what's crazy,
really believe in it. It's a knock in his armor. It's a knock.
As a purist, I'm gonna get hate for this, but that's still my favorite Drake album. Like, even though that all that happened, that's my favorite Drake album.
That's my favorite.
Which one?
If you're reading This Is Too Late, I love that.
I love it too. I love it.
I'm gonna say, you know what? What'd you say? Purist? You said purist?
The purists.
Prognosticators. Forget all of them. The ghost writing did nothing. It did not move any needle for me. If anything, I got more respect for Drake for if it's ghostwriters, because that tells me he's a man that wants to be
and also for me with Drake, to put that ghostwriting thing on him, it's like, okay, he had a ghostwriter for 10 bands, but I know when I listen to a record like 4 p.m. in Calabasas, anytime he getting introspective, like, you can tell it's him. So you ain't going you can't just tell me he has ghostwriters when he's the most introspective rapper probably ever.
I mean, it's probably like, to me, it's like you got to respect somebody who wants to give you the best product. Drake wants to always give you the best product. So it's like, he probably has people around him. What I think was Quentin Miller. I'm about to say Quentin Richardson. Quentin Miller was around him and probably was like, he heard the beat. He was like, maybe if you said such and such line, like that hit, like he probably listened to it because he wants to give you the best product. But in my opinion, it ain't moved the needle like at all for me. Like, if anything, I got more respect for him.
Only thing it did, you know what? Honestly, as you said that, QD, I'm thinking, and him getting accused for having the ghostwriters might have actually helped him more, because that opened the door for him to do what? Get Grammy nominated for a diss record.
Back to back, right?
He got Grammy nominated for dissing a nigga.
Diss record.
He definitely got Grammy nominated for a diss record, which is unbelievable. Probably easily the most fire diss record of all time. I don't care what nobody says. Oh my God. Right? Fam, you want to talk about impact? Talk about impact. Talk of every aspect of it. He made a club record that had bars. It was funny. It shook up the culture. Dude, that's the most infamous diss record, I think, in the history of rap. I really believe it.
I'm gonna say something very controversial.
I really believe that.
I'm gonna say something very controversial. And you may disagree. I know Juice gonna disagree because he already gave me some of his list. Why isn't Drake considered better than Kendrick and J. Cole? And here's my thing.
Good question.
Drake, right? We know he got bars. We know he got punchlines. Mm-hmm. He's versatile. Drake has rapped in a UK accent.
That's why he's not better than Drake. That's the reason he's not better than them right there. There's your answer.
Drake is
every time he does that, I'm like, oh, I'm good.
Drake, let me look. Who won?
Man's team. Man's team.
Who won effing problems? Kendrick, Drake, 2 Chainz, ASAP. Who won that?
That's Drake.
I think Kendrick got him.
I go Drake.
I think Kendrick got him.
Kendrick
went crazy. Kendrick went crazy.
Bro, Kendrick had the most quotable. I don't even remember Drake's verse. I remember Kendrick's verse. Kara, you know you want this dick. Like everybody remembers like the quotables.
That's a big one. But like Drake,
everybody remembers the quotables.
To this day, I thought that was a Drake song. Like I always thought it was a Drake record or a 2 Chainz song. I had no idea it was an A$AP Rocky song until like last year.
Yeah, that's a fact.
That's a Drake song. But
yo, hey, go ahead. You got something to say?
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I just feel like I feel like the more and more I age in hip hop, the more and more music I listen to, I hear so many hypocritical and contradictory remarks amongst us as a community, right? For the longest, it was write your own bars, right? Like there's certain sins in rap, right? There's certain sins that is like almost you can't come back from. Snitching, right? Snitching is one. Writing your own lyrics, being real, right? Like you gotta live out your bars. And to me, the fact that Q, you in particular, who made the statement, it was known that Drake didn't write. Not saying all of his bars, because he's not gonna act like the dude doesn't write. He's not incredible, but he was exposed. The fact that that is not a knock for you lets me know that we are in a different era, because the previous generation are the ones that's leading that narrative and saying, this is why Drake is not as good as y'all think he is. He didn't write everything that he put out. We are in a different era because you represent it because dude, people don't even care about that. Like you said, Q, they don't care.
The reason why I don't know though is because I remember before Drake, like, you know, there was the accusations for Lil Wayne and Lil Gil and Gilly the Kid, you know, and before and before that, Jay-Z will always get killed for having Biggie's name and Biggie's verse in every song. I'm saying like that kind of stuff happens as well, but like Drake definitely finessed it much better. Like Drake and Kanye.
Remember 56 was claiming I wrote 95% of the game's documentary. That's my album.
I mean, he did though. That's a 50 Cent album. Like I say, if they did the verses, Game cannot play that album. They just can't do it. How we do? Hate it or love it? What you gonna do? What you gonna play? You gonna play Dreams one time?
That's true.
Yeah.
Which that's my favorite.
I got you.
By the way,
I got you. Documentary is dope.
But like with that, going back to Uchay's point a little bit, like to put Drake over J. Cole and Kendrick, to me, right? So for me, going all the way back to earlier, what you asked about the criteria in these lists, right? So for me, it's all about how you weigh shit. Like if I think skill definitely matters. I think impact matters. I think catalog matters. I think consistency and longevity also matter, right? And Drake has consistency. He has the longevity. He has the impact. Mm-hmm. I think, but on the lyrical side, I don't think he's as lyrically gifted as Cole or Kendrick necessarily.
I think he's up there. I actually legit think he's up there.
I think Drake, of course, can spit. Like Drake is, I'm not gonna ever knock that. Drake can spit his ass off. He's probably right there with them. I'm not gonna say he's better though. I'm not saying like he's right there with them, but I can't put him over them, because like when I listen to J. Cole on 21 Savages a lot, or I listen to Kendrick Lamar go on what's a great Kendrick Lamar feature? Like we even on like a R&B record like Hair Down, like they provide on them records. Drake is just gonna be Drake. You know what I'm saying? Every time.
Yo, hey, I ain't gonna lie. I heard Kendrick Lamar feature on Busta Rhymes' new album, and I said, yo,
Busta bodied him.
Busta didn't body him, but to me, that Kendrick verse is extremely indicative of why Kendrick Lamar is a top 5 rapper of all time.
You think so?
Whoa.
Period.
Hold on. 5?
You heard that? You heard me say it? 5? I said top 5, bro. You heard me say that? Yeah.
I got him in my top 10. I got him in my top 10. But that means in my mind, as I do my mathematics, that means in my mind, either somebody extremely legendary is left off.
Look.
That's 5. So what?
Look.
I need 5. I need 5.
Let's not get caught up in the numbers right now. This is about Drake. This is about Drake. This is about Drake being potentially better than Kendrick and Cole. I think Q, you're making that point. I'm not making that point. I don't think rapping wise, Drake is a better rapper than Kendrick or.
I think we all three of us might have a different answer. I think all three of us have just by hearing what we said so far. I think all three of us have a different answer. Who's the best of those three?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's
I got Cole. Cole.
Oh, okay. I got Cole too. All right, we good.
Is a better rapper. Who makes better music? Drake.
Honestly,
then followed by Kendrick. Then Cole.
Okay, so honestly, if I'm being completely honest with you. Like,
here we go.
Don't forget like what Drake was doing, like when he first got on Young Money. Like, don't forget the like successful.
Let's be honest. That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's be honest.
He was on No Ceilings. Even his most recent feature with Lil Wayne recently, he bodied that joint. Like Drake.
BB King's joint?
Bodied.
BB King.
Yeah.
He bodied that joint. Like, so, I mean, J. Cole to me is very good, but like I think what makes people really like J. Cole is that his bars mean more. Like, he's more of a meaningful rapper. Like, he has more wisdom in his bars. But like, let's not sleep on Drake. Like some of the verses that you heard from Drake.
I ain't sleeping on Drake. I want to go.
Poke. Let's not.
I ain't sleeping on Drake at all. So you ain't talking to me. Trust me. I revere Drake. Drake is up there for me. He deserves to be respected.
I got Drake at number 10.
But clearly, Juice does not feel this way because he disrespected Take Care in a way in which I take issue with. I'm gonna be real with you. How you gonna disrespect Take Care in that way? Whoa.
You know what? I'm a backpedal a little bit. I definitely over talked it because Take Care for me.
No. Don't let me force you in the backpedal.
No, I'm not. I'm sitting here thinking. I just looked at the list for More Life. More Life has a bunch of skips, but also More Life has a bunch of More Life also has a bunch of records I listen to more than the joints I listen to on Take Care. Like even the joint with Georgia Smith when they that little you know what I'm talking about, that little stepper record.
I know exactly what you're talking about,
Like it's just a diverse. It's more of a diverse sound. While Take Care to me is one song on there that's just Weeknd. There's another song that's just Kendrick. Like it's just I'm saying it's cool.
Come on, man. Come on.
Cool.
Let me read you something.
What's the best? What's your favorite song on Take Care? Because mine is True Love.
I'm pulling it up right now. I'm pulling it up right now. Hold up.
They got
True Love, Lord Knows.
Marvin's Room.
Marvin's Room is tough.
Marvin's Room.
Lord Knows with Rick Ross.
Tough. Over
Hell
My Dead Body.
Look at what you've done.
The Motto.
You kidding me?
More Life got records too. The
bro,
Free Smoke.
Hey, yo, for real, I'm not even gonna lie. Every song is tight except for the one with
fucking right.
We'll Be Fine.
I don't
really care for.
I don't like Hell Yeah Fucking Right.
I
can't stand that song.
I love that joint, but like I don't really care for the one with Birdman. That's the only one that I can say is like probably a skip for me.
What's your best album?
And then of course Headlines is like a very corny, especially the video. But I think people gave
the golf gloves on. You got the golf
gloves. Like I think people gave, and me included, we gave Drake a lot of slack for that shit because it was kind of corny. To me, I think the song aged decently. It's not a bad song.
I mean, going back to your Eminem talk earlier, like Drake has always just been kind of corny, just naturally though, and he kind of embraces it. He just kind of corny. He's a corny cool guy.
I love it. It's authentic. It feels authentic. You know, it feels like that's him.
Like going through a girl person, she goes to the bathroom. That's corny as hell. But get the shit on. Get
That's corny.
Hey yo, fam. The one Drake that always stick, one Drake line that always sticks.
I hate sleeping alone. That's why I hate that album. I hate sleeping alone. Come on, Drake.
Yo, he had a verse.
Come on, man.
Hey, y'all remember that verse? Y'all remember that song "In the Morning" with J. Cole back in the day?
Yeah. Here we go.
Remember how he had the feature? Fam, the one line that made me say, Drake, fam, what are you doing? He said, yo,
on the Serena line,
work, I'll be right here in the same bed that you left me in. I love thick women because my aunt,
was you on a testery?
Like, Drake.
I knew you was gonna go there.
He loved.
Why is he doing this? Why is he doing this?
On a horse.
All
right, man.
I knew you was gonna go there.
But it's authentic though. I fuck with Drake because again, the authenticity in the music, that's big for me.
But I got Drake.
Like if you're rapping and singing, and I feel like that's you, it means a lot. It means a lot.
So I have Drake at 10. I got Cole at 9. I got Kendrick at 8. That's why I got them in my top 10.
I'm trying to hear your top 5, dog. Like
my five is Hov, Biggie, Nas, 3 Stacks, and Kanye. And that 5, I don't see that 5 ever changing.
Okay.
I don't see there's any way anybody invades that 5.
Okay, so I got my top 5: Jay-Z, Biggie, Lil Wayne 3, 4. I got probably Drake or J. Cole, and then J. Cole 5. Drake and J. Cole 4 and 5.
Damn, Drake and J. Cole over Kanye West.
Drake and J. Cole. Oh yeah.
Yes. Yeah, for sure.
Kanye to me number 1 producer. Kanye production wise and in terms of how to make a song, like he's top on my list. Like
fuck the police, that's how I treat them.
Yo, here's my top 5.
Can't buy freedom.
Yo, here's my top 5, and this is in no order because I haven't spent a lot of time ordering this list, but this is definitely my top 5. Kendrick, Cole, I got Jay-Z, I got Biggie, and I got Nas. Drake to me is like a 6. He's like a 6th man almost. Like I'm trying to figure out if he can crack that. I don't know though. I don't know.
I gotta say the name because none of us said his name. So for that reason alone, I gotta say it, man. Tupac is it gotta be mentioned somewhere, right?
Tupac is honorable mention. I was never a Tupac
honorable mention. Yeah, he's not in my top 5.
I got Pac at 6 and Wayne at 7, and then this Kendrick, Cole, and Drake.
Got you. That's not a bad list. I thought you was gonna put like Rakim or something on there. Like
Rakim is not Rakim. I love Rakim, but Rakim is where's Rakim at? Rakim is low.
Yo, this man spent hours and hours.
Rakim is
putting
19.
Together this list.
I did. It took weeks. Like I had this list. I had
what
weeks.
the hell?
You got it taped on his desk.
You know what I'm saying? So my bone. Y'all see it there? The camera ain't
carry the 2.
He got that list. Oh, snit.
You know what I'm saying?
Look at that.
Good. Oh shoot! I think I see LL Cool J at 35.
38.
Wait, 38.
38. And I don't even like LL, and like that's why I kind of want to redo the list because there's artists on here I just don't listen to. I just want to make
Hold up. I thought I saw Big Sean in that list too. Was he number 50?
No, you did not.
You ain't see Big Sean? Wait,
no,
Big Sean was number. I thought he was there.
Nope, didn't make the list.
Okay, what about Rick Ross?
Rick Ross is number 24.
I respect that.
Rick Ross could be high. Rick Ross should be over Eminem whack ass.
Rick Ross should be.
He is, bro. Close. He is.
He's over.
Did say that.
Me.
Yeah, he definitely is though.
Rick Ross has probably the most underrated catalog in the world. And I don't like the first 2 albums. I don't like the first 2 albums at all. But after them first 2,
oh hell
Ross was nasty.
But you know what though?
Teflon Don, God forgives I don't. Over with.
Yo, here's why discography matters. It's because of people like Rick Ross, right? Yeah. We shit on Eminem's discography, respectfully speaking. He has some classics, but like if you're weighing out all of his albums, he got more bad ones than he has good, to me.
Yeah.
And I think y'all would agree with that. And that's why, like, we
that's
gotta
why
honor people like Ross, because Ross makes bodies of work that's like timeless, bro. Like it's timeless.
And that's why, like, shenanigans aside, I put Kanye on this pedestal of just incredibleness because every Kanye West album sounds different. And every Kanye West album has elements of greatness. And even Ye, which people would shit on, and Yeezus people would shit on, these have elements of greatness in them. And it's like, can't deny the guy. He's a nutcase for sure.
You can argue. My Beautiful Dark Fantasy is the greatest hip hop album to ever come out. You can
I told Uchay this last time, bro. Him and Hov both, to me, with Washington included, have 6 classics each.
For sure. Black Album, Print,
Reasonable Doubt,
American Gangster, 444.
Oh my God, 444. Yo, American Gangster is one of Hov's most underrated projects to me.
Facts.
Yeah.
Jay-Z, one of his most underrated joints, and I think it's because it was attached to the movie. But like, if we just looking at the music and what he was saying and how he was rapping, that shit was incredible.
Even the Dynasty album, and like it's so many. Hov got just so many records. Like, it's crazy. Like, I doubt we ever see a rapper hit 15 albums again like Hov is.
Nah. Well, actually, you will. Gucci Man got 55 albums. Gucci Man.
Yo, no. He got 100. He cracked 100.
He be dropping 3 albums every year.
I've heard one Gucci Man album. That's the State versus Rashad. What was his real name?
Oh, yeah.
That was a decent album. That was a decent album.
Shout out to my homie Mello. That was a decent ass album, man.
Yo, you know who? Hey,
Gucci rapping.
NBA YoungBoy coming for Gucci Man's legacy as far as the number of albums in 1 year, bro. NBA YoungBoy putting out albums like Gucci Man was putting out.
And this is where I gotta give y'all credit, bro. This is where I give y'all so much credit as podcasters, because that's something I cannot do, man. I cannot find myself to do it yet. I can't listen. Certain music I just can't push play on, man. I just can't find myself. I can't get the gumption to do it. I've heard a few NBA YoungBoy songs. There's some cool records, but every one I've heard has been just a joint that I've heard from my playlist. Like, it just popped up.
I got you.
on an Apple station, or like listen to a song on Spotify and that song come up next. Like, oh, this is a cool song, but I've never gone back to hear more.
It's funny because like you just be chilling, right? You're like, yo, I'm about to drive to the store and listen.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna put Skip right now.
I got my dirty stick. Yo, he always talking about he got a dirty gun on him. I'm like, fam, you have to stop talking about guns. You're gonna go to jail again. What are you doing?
He like 19, right? Or 21?
41.
I don't know how old he is, but he needs to stop talking about guns and violence the way he does. It's unbelievable.
He has the most depressing, most gangster thug rap I've ever heard in my life, bro.
Seriously.
Like, this dude needs therapy and a PO.
That man needs Jesus to come down today.
Fam.
We need Jesus on 8 hours of sleep.
and it's crazy. Like, I look at these new artists, and like, it's also kind of going to maturation. Q brought up T.I. early. I look back at like rappers like T.I. and Jeezy. Like, they was like super gangsters when we was kids. But like in retrospect, what they was doing these dudes is out here really killing each other on wax.
Yeah.
Like, what? What are y'all doing? Like, even like with Dirt, like as much as I've been like getting up on Dirt for the last 2 years, I'm like, I'm scared what's gonna happen, because he's talking about like killing Quando Rondo on records. Like, what do you think? Come on, man. Like, y'all got to evolve past this at some point. That's why I just can never get into that. I'm old, nigga. I just said I'm old nigga now. I can't get invested into this music.
Yo, speaking of music that you don't want to press play on, I'm gonna be real with you, man. I feel like Russ is getting better as a rapper. Do you guys feel that way? Q, do you feel that way or no?
Absolutely, man. Russ is
like, bro. Did you hear him on that song with Ab Soul?
Let me pull out.
No, for real. Like, Russ was snapping.
Russ is about 18 on my list right now. Right above Rakim, man.
He said Russ is number 18. Yo, that's as ill-advised as can be. You need to, matter of fact, you need to leave. Yo, how do you kick you off of this Zoom, bro?
Could be.
Where's the button?
It's mad.
So for a DC guy, would y'all put Russ over Wale?
Absolutely. No. Wait, what? Hell nah. In what way? What are you talking about?
Rapping, lyrically.
Not yet.
Nah, hell nah. Not even close.
Okay, I test the waters here. I test the waters.
Not yet.
I hear you.
He has the potential. He has the potential, in my opinion. He has the potential.
What you think about Jack? What you think about Jack Harlow?
You know, honestly, I think Jack Harlow. I think he's gonna be good now. Like he's gonna be popping for the next 1-2 years, but I don't see him lasting long. But I can definitely tell he wants to be great. I can tell you.
Out of all the white rappers I've been critical of over the last 10 years, he's definitely the one I'm like, okay, I can. Like Mac Miller, I kind of separate Mac Miller from the conversation because Mac Miller I don't even think about as a white rapper. I don't know why, but and plus I like his music a lot. But like I think about G-Eazy, Macklemore, like the guys who just seem like industry plants kind of a little bit. Like Jack Harlow kind of has been the best one I've heard so far. At least out the gate, been the best one.
I would agree. I mean, it kind of just I think I feel like. I agree with that, but how you feel about Mac Miller? He transcends his color, right? Like his music. The music was just music. Who gives a fuck what he looks like? And same thing with Jack Harlow.
That's what I want from white rappers. That's what we wanted from just make music. Don't just like a costume you have. Like Jack Harlow. My issue with him and G-Eazy a lot is like y'all wearing a costume. I just don't believe you. Like the way just your behavior, the way you dressing. And Jack Harlow has shown with his personality that he's not that guy, which is cool.
Yeah, but still, yeah. He seems authentic. He seems authentic.
But out the gate, when I first heard what's popping, I'm like, I don't know if I feel it. I kind of was a white boy until I saw the video. I said, I don't know how I feel about this shit. This dude sound like he a black guy. I'm not liking this. But then I saw a few interviews. Like, okay, I see the authenticity. Yeah.
Yo, first time I heard What's Poppin', I said to myself, this song is incredible. Who is this dude? And Q, you even went a step further and said a whole bunch of blasphemous shit that I don't even think should be regurgitated over FCC airways, even though this is not FCC, but whatever. Jack Harlow, What's Poppin' was incredible. That's an incredible song.
No, what did Q say, man?
Incredible.
What did Q
I'm gonna let him say it. I'm not gonna say it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm gonna tell you what Lil Wayne told the judge when he about to get sued. I don't remember.
That's a legendary video, man.
Did you
make Lil Wayne legend for that one?
Did you make the Carter 3? I don't remember.
You say, yo, you talking about that deposition? You talking about the deposition?
Yeah.
Bro, that shit was incredible. Yo,
iconic.
I saw that joint recently on YouTube, like randomly.
Iconic.
Lil Wayne was crazy, man.
What I say about Jack Harlow?
I don't know, man. You tell me.
You call him a legend? What you do?
What did I say? I think I said
you said he killed Wayne on the record?
I think he was rapping like the hip hop Jesus.
Hip hop Jesus.
It'll
get more blasphemous than that. I don't think it gets more blasphemous than that. That's the definition of blasphemy.
And just like that, this episode is successfully deleted from the records of podcasts. Like they will not find this episode anywhere.
I'm not gonna lie, I was impressed. I was impressed.
Yeah.
Like the way his swag, like just the way he was like bodying the song, like I was impressed. Like and it got nominated for a Grammy. I was onto something.
So before I let y'all go, we talked about a lot of hip hop today. I want to know what music, it could be R&B, it could be whatever y'all listen to, are you anticipating the most going into 2021? What artists are you looking? Who has the most approved also in 2021? If in y'all eyes, that just came up the head too. Yeah.
Let me think about this a little bit.
So you got people like Kendrick Lamar is supposed to drop, J. Cole supposed to drop, Drake is supposed to drop.
I'm expecting Beyonce to drop. I'm assuming she'll drop.
Beyonce gonna probably drop. Like
she's turning 40, and she knows she loves her fours.
Yeah, that's true. She might drop the best album of her lifetime. But honestly,
I'll go. I got a couple names. I got some people that are not super mainstream that I'm looking forward to new music from.
Hoping y'all say one name. I'm hoping y'all say a name.
I'm looking forward to hearing new music from JID.
Off the rip, he said it. That's the name I was looking for. That's the name I was looking for. That's the name I was looking for.
Are you serious?
Absolutely.
Wow.
JID.
No, I really am.
I'm big hopes for JID this year for me. Big hopes.
Yeah, I was. It's funny because like that's a good question. Q. we spoke about this loosely on the last episode of ours, but like there's a couple names that I did not mention on the show, on our show, but JID is definitely one. Like I just feel like his trajectory is extremely high, and what I think he could be, and where I think like the niche, the lane that he's in, he's gonna body that when he comes out with a project that like everybody feels, and I think he's capable of that. I do. Also another name that I got, super random, Dax. I don't know what it is about Dax, man. I'm high on his music. I just found out about him recently. I think he is a incredible musician. I'm not even gonna say rap in particular, even though he can really rap. I think he just does a lot of things. He can sing, he can rap, he got the visuals to match the music. And I just see like big things for him if he gets that like push for either from a label or just the people start really vibing with him and what he does. Those are like some under the radar type dudes.
Put me on. Who's Dax? Where's he from?
So Dax is where is he from? He's actually from Canada. Yeah, he's from Canada. I think he's from like the Ontario area, but I'm not exactly sure. But anyway, he's this guy who basically got popular off of YouTube. You know how like YouTube has YouTube rappers. You know what I'm saying? They pop in on that platform, but they haven't really crossed over in any other way. So that's kind of what Dax is, and he does a lot of interesting visuals. He plays around with a lot of imagery. He's just an interesting creative. That's what I have gathered. And so I'm interested to see more music from him as we move forward, for real. Take a listen if you want, man. Let me know if you think it's trash. Because you think Big Sean is trash. So
I won't say I don't think Big Sean is trash.
You said to me you think Big Sean is trash. Verbatim.
I did. I said
verbatim. You said Big Sean.
I said it. I own it.
I ain't gonna lie. Ever since that moment, ever since you said that to me, I've been like,
listening, haven't you? You've been listening, haven't you?
I'm like, what is wrong with this guy? There's something wrong with this guy.
All right, answer me this question here. How many times have you heard Detroit 2 since it dropped?
How many times have I heard it? I probably threw him about twice. About twice. Yeah, I did. About 2 times. Maybe 2.5.
That album came and went so fast, boy.
Ew.
Bro, this ain't about Big Sean, man. Hey, this ain't about Big Sean. Q, who are the guys that you looking forward to, Q? Like,
honestly, I'm gonna go the R&B route. Like, I'm gonna go her. I always tell you, Uch, I'm like, yo, I think her has the potential to be one of the greatest musicians of all time. Like, I think that her trajectory is like amazing. And to me, while she's dropped some good stuff, I feel like she can take it to another level. And she's on the cusp of taking it to another level. I think she's very young. Big 2020.
That's real.
Second person, I'm gonna say is Corday. Now Corday, not YBN Corday. Corday. I think Corday is one of those people that can elevate to that top tier list of rappers. Not necessarily J. Cole, Kendrick, but like next up.
I call Corday Colance.
Cole what?
Cole what?
Colance.
Colance.
Yeah.
Colance. What you mean?
That nigga just is Chance the Rapper and J. Cole in one person. It's just
Colance.
It's a weird embodiment that he's created there. But yeah, I fuck with him though.
That's real. That's an interesting sound, man. Like, so I'm looking for him. And then let's not forget about Roddy Ricch, man. Like, Rich is supposed to be coming up. Roddy Ricch, last time we checked, Roddy Ricch was up there with the little babies of the world. Like,
see, what hurt Roddy Ricch was that his album dropped late in 2019. If his album would have dropped in 2020, he'd been getting so much more praise this year, I feel like.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, for real, I think even bigger than that, I think what hurt Roddy Ricch was the pandemic. Because, bro, the box, y'all remember how big, the box was the highest streamed song last year? And the joint came out 2019 and it was streamed so heavily to start the year. Imagine if this man was able to perform these songs. at places.
Oh yeah,
Bro. Roddy Ricch would have been out of here, and he still is.
His buzz was so big. His buzz was so big going into 2020. Like with the box, he had the Letter of Nipsey joint with Meek. He had a bunch of shit going
Racks
on.
in the middle.
I'm saying Racks in the middle.
That was a big moment.
I want to see if he's still he's still that dude in 2021.
I think he is for real. I do.
He's nice. He definitely nice. For me, I'm definitely looking for you said R&B. Snow Allegra needs to come back. I need Snow Allegra back. That'd be dope.
That's a good one.
2019 seemed like a long time ago. It's crazy. Also, of course, Cole was like the number one for me. Cole was like I'm expecting because Cole has not let me down. His last two projects were definitely good to me, but I'm expecting to hear what he's been giving us on the features. I'm expecting to hear more of the middle child kind of Cole on an album form. That's what I'm really anticipating. Of course, I'm sure he's gonna give us some more of that introspection that he gives us, that deep thought. But at the same time, I want Cole to talk his shit. I want Cole to say, "Yo, I'm better than y'all, and this is the proof."
So you don't want folding clothes?
I like folding clothes, but I can do with less of folding clothes and more middle child, more climb back, more Lion King on Ice. Like, give me that energy on an album, please. Just one time, and I'll leave you alone, bro. You can damn near retire. Just give me it one time, bro. I know you can do it.
Cole, as soon as Cole drops this album, he can go off and play for the Pistons. Go do your thing.
Go,
bro.
feel free.
Go and play for the Pistons, even though I don't believe you're good enough to do it. It'd be a publicity stunt. Go for it, and I won't even care. Just give us the music. That's it. You know.
J. Cole on the Pistons.
Oh no, Cole gonna let y'all down, right?
Here you go.
For the album? You mean the album?
Y'all know Cole's gonna let y'all down, right?
You talking about for the music or his basketball skills? Which one?
Cole gonna drop something weird. I can just see it.
No way.
I can see it. Cole, I'm not. See, I don't even get anticipated for J. Cole albums because every time I got
I agree. I try not to.
What the hell was that? Remember, for my eyes only? I was like,
for your eyes only. Hey man, I'm gonna tell y'all this again. I tell everybody this. Listen to the album again, knowing what the album is about, and I swear to God, the album is way better. The album is from the perspective of another person that he knew that got killed. Yeah, and that outro is still amazing.
Deep. Yeah, that outro.
The outro is nuts. It's like 10 minutes, right?
Yeah, it's
some of the joint that's like 10 minutes. Oh nah, I ain't listening to a 10 minute song.
It threw me off.
But
it threw me off.
I'm be real with you. I'm not listening to the 10 minutes. Like in 2021, nah.
Attention spans are gone. Like he didn't get the memo. He didn't get the memo on attention spans.
That's like commercials on YouTube.
But definitely looking forward to JID, West Side Boogie. Somebody I'm looking forward to as well. Hopefully he's off Shady soon. The Shady is soon to be like a death curse for everybody. Definitely trying to see. I'm hearing Pusha T and Madlib got a joint together coming soon. That sounds incredible. That sounds like. And I ain't talked to y'all about it that much, but I mean, in high school, like when I came up in high school, I was the hip hop nerd dude. I was the purist. I was the backpack underground guy. So MF Doom was like, you know what I'm saying, like that was one of the guys, and like Madlib. Dilla, like that era was like, man, you couldn't like. So seeing Madlib with Freddie Gibbs had me hyped. Seeing him with Pusha T, it's finna blow my mind, bro. I'm finna be the happiest nigga in the world. I ain't gonna lie to you. Pusha T.
Number 22 on your list, right? Pusha T.
I think he was like higher than that. I think he was higher than that. Pusha T is 17.
Number 80?
17.
He's above Eminem. Above Eminem, guys. You hear that? You heard it right here on Good in the Hood podcast. Pusha T is above Eminem.
That is not breaking news. That's
Put that on a billboard in every city in America, and I think there will be a riot at the Capitol again.
I think Eminem might mess around and start dissing me. He might start dissing you. Eminem gonna diss me next. Like, come on, man.
You gonna say something corny? Don't worry about it. You gonna say something corny when he disses you.
Yeah, we can bank on that.
I'll empty the juice box. Like some weird shit. Like who knows what he'll say? Napkins. Like man.
Box.
Hey, look at the juice box. You're going to need a whole bunch of napkins to clean up the napkins and flapkins.
Oh, man, that's a perfect place to close it out, man. I appreciate it. This was great, bro. This is a great episode. Can't wait to upload this one. This is going to be hysterical. Y'all, man, it's great as always. If y'all have not checked out the Ill-Advised Wise Guys podcast, y'all missing out. These dudes, which are episode 90 almost now? We are now.
We just dropped episode. We just dropped 91. 92 is on the way, probably in a week or so. Yeah.
So based out of DC, well, the DMV area. I'm sorry, I don't want no smoke. I don't want no smoke for Chocolate City. Dope podcast, man. They give you great reviews, much more in depth with the reviews than I could be, because they actually take time to listen to these artists. I wish I could, man. I wish I had the patience y'all be having, man. but y'all doing something dope though. Y'all doing something very dope that I would definitely want to shine on. Y'all are doing reviews for new up and coming artists that the masses haven't heard, and it's a super dope thing y'all doing. I try to interview artists here and there, but man, I love seeing the clips I post on Instagram. I love seeing the episodes. I love finding new artists that I don't have a preconceived notion of being garbage on. So please, but before we go, please talk about the idea behind that, and just let everyone know what the goal behind that as well.
Yeah, man, that's funny, man. But yeah, I think so.
I had some bullshit in there.
Nah, it's cool, man. So I think the biggest thing is, the show kind of started with us talking about mainstream artists mainly, but we always had it in mind to really highlight the indie artists, because it's an underappreciated story. It's a story that like everybody has. Everybody has a story. Everybody's trying to be discovered, and we just want to be that platform to maybe be the bridge between somebody's next new fan. You can have you can find out about an artist on our platform. I think it's powerful, and yeah, man, everybody deserves a voice. So I mean, that's really the notion behind it. Q, you got anything else?
I mean, we junkies, music junkies, man. Like love to music, new music we've never heard of. And before we even had the podcast, like me and Uch, we've been doing this since like high school. Like we've been bouncing back like songs that we listen to, been trying to introduce each other to new artists. So this is something that's in our blood, and we just doing it now at a podcast, website level.
For sure, man. And it's dope seeing y'all continue to evolve with it and continue to grow. Definitely inspiring me. I admire from a distance, bro. I tell you that earlier. And hopefully we collab more in the future. I'm expecting us to collab more in the future. Y'all dope as hell. Like I said, man, much love to y'all. Please tell people they can find y'all.
You can find me on Twitter, QDZ for Sheezy. You can find me on Instagram. What's my Instagram? Which I keep forgetting my damn Instagram. QDZ? QDZ.
Man, I think it's QDZ.
Fam, I told you on the last episode, you're not gonna keep asking me about your Instagram name. I'm gonna need you to learn your Instagram name.
You can find me on QDZ. Ratings Game Music. I do a lot of writing on there. That's where we do music reviews.
That's dope.
And I feel. I told
Uchay last time. I'm right. Y'all need help with them. Need some pens. I definitely used to saying with school for journalism. So throw me in.
Come through.
Okay.
I feel good, man. You know why I feel good? I'm good in the hood. I'm good in Chicago.
Facts. Y'all definitely good in Chicago. Facts.
Shot. You can find me on Twitter as well. UCHAYVA. Yeah, man. Check us out. Or if I misspelled that, just go on illadvisedwiseguys.com. We're on every platform. Fuck with us.
Man. Appreciate y'all, man. And please follow the podcast at Good in the Hood Pod on Instagram, at Good in All Hoods on Twitter. You can follow me at JuiceJVP on Twitter, at Juice in the Hood on Instagram. And yeah, man, much more coming. Especially, definitely want to collaborate with more podcasts, especially like these guys. Like y'all gonna be back on my show again. I'm sorry. I'm DMing y'all in the future. I invite y'all back on. This is too easy to do. This is an easy episode to record. It was organic as hell. So yeah, man, definitely looking forward to continuing to grow my brand and seeing y'all brand grow. And hopefully we can align and grow together, man. Definitely dope shit.
For sure. I do want to say one quick thing before we leave, man. Hey, shout out to you, Juice, for having us on, man. it's really weird, like how we even met. You know, we met on Twitter, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
and,
pretty much. Yeah.
You know, we just started sharing each other.
I'm not even sure how, for real. I'm not even really sure.
I really don't remember. I honestly don't. I just remember it was Twitter. That's what I remember.
Twitter algorithm. Twitter
algorithm.
Had y'all meet each other.
I think I saw a clip of y'all's, and I ended up following. I think I commented on one of them, and then I just ended up following both of y'all. And next thing you know, Uchay invited me on the show. I'm like, man, I definitely gotta have y'all on my show.
Yeah, man, this has been a dope experience, man. Shout out to you for having us on, man. We definitely will pull up for another one for sure.
And some behind the scenes shit. Like when I went on y'all show, I didn't even go on y'all show for real. At first, it was just like, oh, we was gonna just talk. Me and Uchay was just doing a talk. And we was talking so much, like, man, we gonna put a record on this real quick. And it was an episode.
Yeah.
So that's how
we wasted about 30 minutes of content, I feel like. And then you was in this like this crazy zone. I noticed it. I was like, hold on. I was like, wait, I'm just letting you know right now, I'm about to hit record. So like if you go back and listen, there was no like real intro to the episode. It wasn't like, yo, this is Juice from Good in the Hood. Like, so that's how it happened.
We were just talking shit for sure. Yeah, man.
Definitely. That weekend I had a root canal. So
exactly. So we were just meeting up because you couldn't do it. Exactly. We were just meeting because you couldn't. Exactly. That's crazy.
Yep.
And root canals suck, man. So shout out to you on that one. Root canals are horrible.
No, I didn't have a root canal. I had a what I have wisdom tooth pulled.
Oh, word. Okay. Equally as painful.
Like, that was pretty bad too.
It's also painful. But yeah, man, appreciate y'all, man. Love, man. Let y'all enjoy the rest of y'all weekend. Some football on Saturday. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Yes, episode 57 is officially in the books.